Per Open's policy to submit your HMDA and LAR reporting requirements for declined and withdrawn loans at the end of each month, you need to go to your borrower's file in your LOS system and select from the file drop-down your export to a Fannie 3.2 local. Now I've got one on my desktop that I just constantly overwrite. And then come back into Open Mortgage's site. From here, in the left nav bar, you go to Import LOS Client. You select the second option, Import File for Decline Withdrawn. Browse. Find your file folder from your desktop or wherever you saved it. Let's find our point file here. And then import. Once your file is imported, you go to that Loans tab in the third column, first row, that hub of activity for the loan. And the first thing we want to do is we want to name this loan. Again, I would like to name it something that tells me more about the loan itself, because we know by the nature of way Cabo organizes information that is already specific to John Doe on Airplane Drive. So let's call this a dead file. Come down into the loan information section, and we'll want to set our program to a fixed rate product. Otherwise, when we go to finalize the loan app register in the HMDA, it could ask us for the loan index, and we don't need that because it's a fixed rate mortgage. Once we've done that, we save. Notice this time that unlike on a live loan, it's not asking us if we want to update or start a trace for this loan. Then we'll come to the loan application register, complete our application taken date, next we'll select the loan officer. We can leave the lender blank and set the disposition to declined and save. This scenario is more applicable too for a loan where you've taken credit and found out via the credit score that the borrower has no virtual chance of obtaining a mortgage. So at that point we would issue a statement of credit denial based on a credit file. Also, we would want to make sure that we sent the borrower the FACTA disclosure and obtained written authorization from the borrower to pull the credit. So assuming we have those things in our file per this scenario, we would continue to move forward here. Once the LAR is done, we go to the HMDA, and when it populates, again we'll put in our application taken date, pre-approval no, action taken, be app denied, application taken date, and Cabo needs at least 1 day between the action taken date and the application taken date. So if I tried to put in 2/14 here on both of these, I would get an error message. The geographic information is complete. Next, we'd want to proceed into the race and ethnicity information. So we'll select our ethnicity for our borrower and co-borrower. And we'll pull our screen down here. Complete the race information. And on applications where you did not get this information from your borrower directly, you need to assume that. Gross annual income, you must have at least $9,000 in there for it to work, but you should enter the correct amount. Type of purchaser, we're going to select our loan was not originated in calendar year. We can leave our rate spread calculator or rate spread information blank, and then for lien status you do want to select secured by first lien. Then we come to the top and we can save. Once we have successfully completed our HMDA and LAR, we can come back to our Loans tab. And also, on decline withdrawn loans, you do not want to create a transaction. That's the financial portion of the deal, and since there's no funds tied to this borrower, unless you have taken like an application fee or a credit report fee, because you cannot take any fees other than a credit report fee until you've disclosed a till to the borrower. So maybe you might have an or a credit report fee. If that is the case, you may want to go ahead and create your transaction. At that point, you want to create your loan file record. It does take a few moments to populate. Then we'll go into our loan docs, and then we can upload our file. If you've saved the application or saved the authorization, saved the credit report, and saved the statement of credit denial individually, you can upload those individually. If you have them in hard copy, you can then upload them under other as whole file. But we'll go ahead and upload our credit report and go to our actives file folder for this borrower and upload credit. And we'll pull this down just a little bit here so we can get to our authorization. Browse, upload our authorization. When that refreshes, we'll pull it down to our statement of credit denial. Upload our statement of credit denial. Then the last thing we need to upload for our borrower would be our FACTA disclosure with the mailed on date printed on that. Once you have everything uploaded here, you can come back to your borrower's loan file record, set ready to audit to yes, and save.